Another massive hit to the Indian Navy as the 1983 commissioned torpedo recovery vessel sunk off the Visakhapatnam coast on Thursday night. The mishap happened during a routine mission of recovery torpedoes, killing one sailor, leaving 4 missing. The Navy has ordered a board of inquiry into the incident as the search operation for the missing personnel continues.
TRV-72, a 112-ton naval auxiliary ship which is used for recovery of torpedo, has sunk in depth of around 370 meters, around 35 nautical miles off Vizag coast. To talk more on that, I am joined by Captain Vivek Dahiya, who is the Command Plans Officer here at Eastern Naval Command. Captain, you were one of the first officers to have received information about TRV-72 when it started sinking. What happened on board that ship, sir?
Well, Ashish, the TRV, as the name signifies, is a torpedo recovery vessel, and she was on a routine deployment mission which is related to recovery of torpedoes. We received information at about 18:30 hours yesterday that she had a case of some flooding in her steering gear compartment, and which follow-on reports said that it had become kind of uncontrollable. And sadly, at about 19:30 hours, the ship went underwater and could not be salvaged. We had about 29 personnel on board, out of which 23 have been recovered and one was brought in dead on board the ship, Ranjit, which was in close proximity and was rendering assistance to her. There were 4 other personnel on board who we appreciate were involved in controlling the damage and try and save the ship as best as they could. So the search is still in progress for these 4 brave hearts, and we have approximately 10 ships which are deployed in the area under the command of the Flag Officer commanding Eastern Fleet, Admiral A.B. Singh, who is personally taking charge and controlling this operation at the moment.
Okay. Captain, those 4 officers are still missing. I'm told one is a commander rank officer, 2 are Navy divers, and 1 is a sailor from engine room. Tell us something, why did they get stuck somewhere, or they were planning to first salvage the ship and that's the reason they entered into one of the compartments where the water was coming?
See, as far as any sailor on board is concerned, the first intention is to save the ship as best as we can. And it is our appreciation that these 4 brave hearts were involved in damage control operations, and they were trying to locate where the source of flooding is and as best as they could try and control it and prevent further ingress of water into the ship. But as I brought out earlier, at about 1930 hours, the ship went underwater, and they were last seen in the proximity of the compartment where the major flooding had been reported, that is the steering gear compartment. Now, these 2 divers, by the nature of their job, they would have been assisting the commander and the other sailor, who was a marine engineer on board and who knew the whereabouts and the general layout of the steering gear compartment. So possibly they were there to help these 2 gentlemen who were trying to work in this compartment. Yeah. So we presume that they were gallantly trying to save the ship and prevent the loss of life on board.